Hello, hello. Welcome to the daily 1 hour. Oh, this is completely in the wrong place. Welcome to the daily 1 hour political tarot readings. I am known as Autumn around here, and this is my fantastic. Oh, jeez. Sorry. This is my fantastic co host, Boo Boo Zen Kitty. So, we'll get there. We will. Someday. Someday this hour, before this hour is out, we'll be able to start the hour. Anyway. Okay. You have to forgive me a little bit. In another moment of black and orange greatness, I right before I came on, I got a pill stuck in my throat. So I'm fine, but I'm nursing a cup of tea here I just made. I'm okay. It's just so funny to me that when you try to do something live the same time every day, things just happen that normally, I guess, you just take in your stride and you don't notice. I don't know. But then you're trying to do something and it's just like, what, really? Anyway, I'm all right. There's a good kitty. All right, I hope you're doing okay. I really hope you're doing okay. Usually I spend the first 10 to 15 minutes. Hello, sweetie. Oh, don't go. Don't go. Aw. Usually I spend the first 10 to 15 minutes where I take your questions. So just put them in chat in all caps, please. Anything in all caps in the chat is kind of communicating to me. And then otherwise you guys can talk amongst yourselves. People who are really friendly, really nice, for which I am eternally grateful. Oh my goodness. And we have the best moderators on the internet. You guys, I mean, there's Jean and Keisha right there. I mean, and there are others, and you guys are so amazing. So thank you. Oh, that's good tea. I think Johnny does herbal teas. Look at that. I'm Twinings Earl Grey all the way. I think Kirsten does Tazo Earl Grey, something like that. But I'm just a Twinings girl myself. Okay, I'm seeing questions about Portland. And basically, what I was saying on the news last night was that they are investigating it, but they believe it is a federal. They are federal, and tell you what, let me put that on the list, and we'll go through it then, so we don't go through it twice, because we should probably just read on what's going to happen there. Okay. Yeah, so put your questions there, and if I don't acknowledge you or I don't read on your question, it is never anything personal, I promise. And also 10% of all income goes to feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. Very, very much needed, especially now. Okay, hello, Kristen. Will Trump say something vile or disrespectful about John Lewis? I don't know. Is it? I know you've asked, and I value your questions. I'm wondering if it's worth reading on, because we know he's racist. We know what he really thinks, and we don't really expect him to be presidential. So I'm not sure that's something I could read on, because we know the truth. Do you know what I mean? But I appreciate your questions. I really, really do. Okay, Cindy, will Canada be dragged into the U.S. economic crisis? Well, I'll have a look, but generally, I mean, the old adage is that when America sneezes, the rest of the world gets a cold. In this case, maybe likely, more likely than normal, but I'll add it to the list. Okie dokie. All right. So, crisis, sorry. Oh, no, it's no big deal. Ken. Hello, Ken. Will New York and New Jersey see another spike, and how severe? It's just going to keep burning. It's come back again. I've read on this a number of times, and what I've got is that it's not going to get worse in the sense of because how do I put this? It's not going to get worse, but it's not going to get better. It's just going to be everywhere. It's just going to be a burning. It's just going to be a certain amount of fire everywhere, and it's just going to keep spreading. And then once it clears out an area, it'll go back to that area until we get a vaccine, until we get everybody in the country on the same page with masks and wiping things down and being willing to shut things down again, or we get a vaccine. It's just going to keep going, and it's some areas will be overrun, and then they'll be fine, and then other areas. So this gets better, but then it gets worse over there, and then it's worse over here, and then it's resurgence here, and then it's just going to keep going, I'm afraid, and it makes me crazy. It absolutely makes me crazy that we have not done what other countries have done to get rid of this monster, and it is a monster. I think we're up near 140,000 Americans are dead. There's like we're nearing like 4. I thought we were nearing like 400,000 people dead worldwide. I mean, this is brutal. Absolutely brutal. So I'm afraid I get the same answer, and every time I read on it, it's my guides or whatever that is. It's like they get out a bullhorn and they say, stay home, don't go out, don't do it, don't reopen, don't. And it's like, okay. So I'm passing that on to you. I hope it helps. Bismo. I just heard the perfect name for the bug since this thing fell in 45's lap. Trump vid 45. Okay. Trump 45. I don't know. I'll have to think on that one. I like trying to find good names for things, so you guys have come up with the best. You really have. All right, G-Day, Ken Cuccinelli. Oh gosh, Ken Cuccinelli. Searching mine database, Ken Cuccinelli. Says they are taking their Oregon ops nationwide. Will they be stopped? Oh, sorry, I've got to look that up. I can't. There's so many people to remember. Well, I recognize the face. American politician and lawyer who is the senior official performing the duties of... Oh, he's the acting Secretary of Homeland Security. This jerk. Okay. All right, I'm just going to copy this so I have this information. Whoops, no. There we go. Copy. do. Ken Cuccinelli. We're in 68, July 30th. So he is Leo? Is that right? And he seems, if he is, because that would be perfect, because he seems like the bad side of Leo. Every sign has a good side and a bad sign. Every single one, including, I'm a Scorpio. I'll tell you, I can list all kinds of horrible things that Scorpios can turn into. But goodness. Will they be stopped? All right, so that is definitely on the list. Okay, okay. And anything else in all caps? Hello, 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 everybody. Boozikin. He was zonked out. He was. I wish he'd stayed. But they're cats. They do what they want. Good morning, Cindy saying. Autumn, sorry for the typing error. Oh, there's no worries. Oh, goodness, please. Oh, glad you're okay. Thank you, Renee. Yeah, the typing errors, even the pill caught briefly. Let this be the worst thing I have to deal with, really. I'm good. I just sound a little hoarse, but I've got my tea. It's going to be good. Okay, Joan. Hello, Joan. Would you read on what happened to the Portland protesters who were taken away? Okay, so we'll talk about this. All right, we might talk about it first, because then we can go over this whole Cuccinelli. Oh, come on. There's got to be a way to make fun of his name. I mean, it's like glaringly obvious. I know it's childish to make fun of people's names, and I really shouldn't talk, but at the same time, these guys are so awful and cruel and vicious that it's sticks and stones, but still. Sticks and stones, names will never hurt me, but they deserve ridicule. I always have time in my schedule to ridicule Nazis, even neo-Nazis. Fascists, I'll clear my schedule. Okay. Who sent the troops out to Portland? I think I think this is related to Cuccinelli, but let's have a look. Okay. Joan, are the Portland protesters okay or safe? Were their arrests taken away? We'll get to that in just a second, because my understanding is they are. They're just being terrorized. But we'll get there. Okay. I'm so glad you guys are here. You make my day. You really do. Ruthie, are the stormtroopers in Portland the same mercenaries of Eric Prince? Hi, everyone. Love that. Well, let's see if there's any Eric Prince connection. Oh, the most ironic name ever, isn't it? Prince? Yeah, he's a prince. Okay. Pink, same as Neville Longbottom, the good side of Leo. Yes. Neville Longbottom is the good side of Leo. Yep. Okay, Betty, is it safe for schools to reopen? Will there be more infections? It's not safe for them to reopen. Yes, there will be infections. See my earlier comment about the guys using a bullhorn and yelling at me every time I try to read on this. It will spread the virus. They will have to close a whole bunch of schools back down. This is a mess, and this is infuriating. It's not going to go well. Thanks, Trump. And anyone who says elections don't matter, or both parties are the same. I'm sorry, what rock have you been living under? Anyway, I'm sorry, buddy. I don't have better news. I get the same thing every time I read on it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't reopen bars. Don't reopen schools. Don't reopen, I still wipe down all my groceries. I still, it's infuriating that we're in this situation. So I'm sorry if I hope I don't sound like I'm annoyed at you. Not at all. You guys, you're the good people. If you guys were in charge, we'd be in so much better shape. Okay, Ronnie, is Trump using Portland as a template for permanent measures? Are we becoming a totalitarian regime? Okay, that's a good question, but okay, let's go down here. I will say that what I have, when I read, what I get over and over is that I will read on it, but what I get over and over is that there's going to be a blue tsunami. People are going to, it doesn't matter what the Republicans try to throw in the ways of voting or what have you, it's just going to be blue tsunami of voters. And it's like, good luck. Bum, bum. So it's not going to, it won't stand, but I'll have a look. It's definitely worth checking out. Gosh, it's terrifying. Gene, Trump wants a payroll tax cut so it would gut Social Security. Yeah. He is that awful. Oh, what will happen? Trump's payroll tax cut. Mystical Marina, will Trump's accounting firm get into trouble? That's a good question. I like it. I like it. Where is that? All right, and I'm getting up to about as many questions as I can get through in a day. I'm afraid it's kind of first come, first serve. And I still feel bad for anybody if I didn't answer your question or I'm not reading on your question. I'm so frustrated with the situation. But and some of the questions I just keep getting the same answers. And I'm getting the same answers because it's one of those, insanity is doing the Trump thing and expecting any kind of different outcome. Do you know what I mean? He's so infuriating. Oh. Pink, hello Pink, hit a Trumpster wine. Hit? No violence, no violence, no violence. But about Trumpsters whining about wearing a mask, I think I heard someone point out, it's like, oh, okay, so you're not going to wear a mask, it's nobody's business. Okay, how do you feel about pants? Okay. Renee, we're so glad you're here, Autumn. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you're here. You guys keep me sane. Cynthia, okay, are Democrats finally going to take some action? It's time for them to wake up. Oh, please. Absolutely, please. But there's, well, let me see. Let's have a look. Yeah, Cynthia, let's have a look at that because I think there is some stuff coming. Okay. Autumn. My TrumpFit45 name is a play on words. The bug's name, COVID-19. Renamed it to TrumpFit, added the 45. Oh, I understand. No, I wasn't in. I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm not entirely myself today. But I was just my brain was trying to piece it together and was saying video. Trump wants video. He wants to be on video. He wants to be in the media. So a Trump vid 45 would be something he'd want. But I know what you're saying. It's a coronavirus, but sorry, my brain is sorry. Okay. Okay, Pink. I now hear your guides in my head whenever I'm feeling bored and lonely. Stay home. Don't do it. Don't do it. I like that. They absolutely appreciate that. That's funny. Okay. And Autumn, you are a rock. Thank you, Jean. Oh my gosh, you guys are so generous to me. Kathy, hello, Kathy. It's a good time to be germaphobe. Oh yeah, welcome to my world. It's like the whole world is coming to my world. Hey, guys. Only 3.5 more months. Oh, Bruce Darris. Yes, yes. Hey, hey, ho, ho. 45 has got to go. All right. And okay, it jumped at the end, but I think I'm okay. So I'm just going to start reading. Okay, the White House. Oh, Renee, yeah, the White House moved the pictures of George W. and Bill Clinton to a storage room. Yeah. Huh. From a prominent place to a lesser used room. Yes. What's that video? P-E-T-T-Y. I'm Patty. I'm Patty. That's Trump. All right. Feeling like we should do the Gilded. Do the Gilded again. Okay. Alrighty, so let's see what time, where are we? Gosh, I can't even see this. All right, we're about 21. That's not too bad. Okay. All right. Great. Big question. Okay, I'm going to take out these questions from yesterday. And I'm going to start, let's start with Canada. Oh, Canada. Our sane, nice, upstairs neighbors. Thank you for setting a good example. I wish more Americans would take it. That's what I was just thinking of Autumn Petty. It's a very funny video. Guy dressed up like a cheerleader. But anyway. Let me see here. So, oh, Canada. Will Canada be dragged into the U.S. economic crisis? Reaching out for the energy. It's not good. I'm getting mental images from the 1930s. This is not good. This is not good. We're going to get through it, though. I want to make that perfectly clear. Yeah, he doesn't hide his racism. No. All right, is Canada going to share in the U.S. economic crisis? Way back when, and I mean way back when, there was a video game, PC video game from, gosh, probably the 90s. But it was Gabriel Knight, and it was set in New Orleans. And as you would click around the room this guy was in, trying to get things, if you accidentally clicked on him, he'd say, "You've already got me, you lucky devil." And I don't know why that came to mind, but it was, it's like, oh, Canada. Yeah, unfortunately, you've already kind of got us. You may live upstairs, but you can't actually move, and we can't actually move. And yeah, I'm so sorry. You already have us. Hermit? Yeah. Yeah. This is Canadians looking at what's happening in the U.S. The snake going, what the heck is this? What? Really? Aw, Autumn, you sound like the Kentucky governor. We will get through this together. So reassuring. Oh yeah. Absolutely, we're going to get through this together. I'll start quoting Captain America. Well, we could fail. Then we'll do that together. No, we're gonna get through this, and we're not gonna fail. Yeah. So hang in there. I don't know, Bill. I don't know. Okay, Canada. 4 of Swords. You were minding your own business. Minding your own business, being perfectly lovely people. 7 of Swords. Okay, Thief, that's the illness. Death card. Hello. Yep, everybody's got that card. Yay. Thanks, Trump. 6 of Pentacles. Okay, it's the generosity card. You're taking care of your people. There's you've in a sense created a kind of universal basic income for the duration, just to the best of my knowledge. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. But I am getting a Ten of Cups here. You are going to fare a lot better than we will. Just because people are going to be in a better position to go back out, and they will have money to jumpstart the economy. So this is actually quite good. This isn't going to be immediate, but it's going to happen a lot faster than it will in the States. But yeah, you're just minding your own business, perfectly quiet, all's well. Ugh. Meanwhile, the crazy downstairs neighbors. Okay, I feel like, okay, so I think you're going to be okay, but I've got to ask. I know I've got a long list, but I've got to ask. Put this in here. And then I'll go on to the Portland abuse of power questions. Oh, something in my eye. Okay, apparently an eyelash was like, "Goodbye, cruel world," jumped into my eye. I'm like, what? Okay, will the U.S. This is crazy. People have like TV shows and radio shows and stuff. I get the craziest problems when I'm live. Okay, will the U.S. go into a full-blown, go into a 1930s style depression, economic depression? I think we need to ask that. All right, we're getting up near 28. Okay. All right. Yeah, Renee with the eyes. Oh, yep. I'm okay. Oh boy. All right. So, will the U.S. go into a full-blown 1930s style depression? The good news would be that it's looking very likely that Biden's going to be in charge, because Biden would pull an FDR move. I do believe Biden would pull out FDR's playbook. And FDR did a whole lot of good. A whole lot of good. Have faith, y'all. We're strong. Absolutely, Mary Jo. Absolutely. So, will the U.S. go into a 1930s style depression? It doesn't feel quite this. It's definitely a different energy. Different astrology. It's like I'm being told it's different astrology. It's like, okay, fair enough. Four of Cups. I think we're going to help each other more. But let's see. Ten of Wands, burden. Seven of Pentacles. Nine of Cups. Ace of Swords, Six of Cups. All right. Definitely a burden. Okay. But as much as this is a burden, the Seven of Pentacles is the card I get for, it's the fruit of labor. Fruits of labor. Oh, Maria, thank you, Autumn, for saying those nice words about Canada. We wish our common sense to descend upon you ASAP. Oh, yes, please. Oh, yes, please. Bismo, Autumn, will it take something like a 1930s depression to wake up the delusional people out there? I think it'll wake people. I think something like that, or even close to that, would wake more people up to the importance of politics, to the importance of voting. But there's always going to be, there are people like Trump's base everywhere. Every country has a group like that. It's just Trump gave them free rein. That's the problem. We don't need a depression. No kidding, Cynthia. I think that's the understatement of the day. We don't need a depression. No, thank you. Oh, gross. No, thank you. All right, burden. Seven of Pentacles. All right. So, and then the Merchant card is right in the middle. This is good. This is actually quite good. This is work. This is work that's happened, and then we get a Sword of Truth, which feels a whole lot like Biden. And the Biden, not even specifically him, it's the Biden administration. And it's having a president who's giving us pep talks and getting actual scientists in where they should be. Sorry, I don't know why I'm having trouble holding the cards today. And the Six of Cups is the card of nostalgia. It is, and instead of a Make America Great whatever, it's the liberal equivalent of, I remember when the president cared about us. Maybe it's an idealized view. It's certainly an idealized view, but I remember when people were more decent to each other. I remember when. And the truth about we're in this together. So I'm not seeing a full-blown 1930s style depression. I think we're gonna hang in there, and we have this incredibly heavy burden right now. But as soon as there is a vaccine, as soon as we can get hold of it, it's not going to be easy, but boy, it's going to. I think we're in a better place. And again, I'm being kind of reminded that, well, I think one of the most important things to remember I guess it's sort of negative, but it's not. Billy Joel's song, "We Didn't Start the Fire." There's always going to be something. I've never said, once Trump's gone, I'm going to stop reading here, because there's always going to be stuff to read on. I do this every single day, and there's always stuff to read on. You guys never run out of questions for me. But we are under very different astrological effects. We're in a completely different energetic place. So, hey, I'll take it. This looks like, I'm not saying it's going to be a picnic, but I'm saying that, there will be picnics in our future. So, no mass, no service, and you're out, not hard. Yep, Maria, exactly. America will continue to free fall until Trump has been stopped. It's not going to be good, Dave. Pink, I'm thinking Biden being like King George VI with his keep calm and carry on radio speeches. Yeah, I think there's something to that. Yeah, it's going to be like, crazy racist grandpa is out, but sane, kind grandpa is going to stay with us for a while instead. So it's, thank heavens for that. Are we going to get, was there something else I was going to ask on this? Yeah, I think that we're going to have to, I'm kind of getting a nudge that we should, at some point, I don't know when, I don't know if I can pull it together by tomorrow, but the time I tack on Sundays, talking about astrology, I should probably pull the stuff up so we could have a look at the astrology of what created the Great Depression and the difference of where we are now. But anyway, okay, we're at 36. All right, let's go on to the, hang on. Okay, 36. The Portland protesters. Okay. Now, my understanding, please correct me if I'm wrong, what they were saying on the news is that the people in Portland being pulled off the street were being pulled off the street by men working for the acting director of Homeland Security, Ken Cuccinelli, one way or the other. Oh, Kathy's saying my new yoga mat is here. Excellent. So I just happened to see that. That's I recommend to everybody. I got one recently. I don't use it anywhere near as much as I should, but yes, this is good. This is good energy. Do stretch. Stretching is important. Okay, back to our regularly scheduled nightmare. They basically, it's this play on the countries going up in flames, and the cities and blue states are no, they're going to leave you scared. Trump has been trying to pull this. Biden's been no due process, unmarked cars, no identification badges, exactly. And the thing is that they grab the people. They are literally arriving, renting unmarked vans, and going out, grabbing protesters, pulling their hats down over their faces, driving them off, and as soon as they demand their rights and demand a lawyer, they're set free. And they usually, see, the thing is that Department of Homeland Security is federal, and they can be deployed to protect federal buildings, but where the protesters are being grabbed from is nowhere near a federal building, and when they're let go, they tend to be at federal buildings. It's just to terrorize people, and they say that it's justified. And even Bill Barr is trying to say that the reason that he sent out all of those people against the protesters in Washington, D.C. was because of fear of, and I'm not making this up, graffiti. You sent poorly marked, if not unmarked, federal, I don't know, I don't want to call them Gestapo, but federal thugs against peaceful protesters because of a fear that there would be graffiti on the Department of Justice building. Graffiti. Graffiti is such a low-level offense that it is locally, they take care of it locally. Look, you are in the safe hands of an art history major. I love art. I think that art should happen where it's supposed to. I'm actually not a fan of graffiti. Beautiful murals, heck yeah. All day. Black Lives Matter written out in gargantuan letters in front of Trump Tower, I'm in. But it's such a low-level offense. Protests have gone on for 50 days. Doesn't look good for Trump. I understand. I say, will racism stop in every country starting with America? Eventually. Unfortunately, not today. So my understanding what's going on in Portland is it's a power play. And Fox News has been, unfortunately, I occasionally see what's going on in Fox News. I don't want to, but kind of hard to miss. And they really are just pushing this. Even Trump the other day tried to say in an interview that Biden's for defunding the police. And is it Wallace? The journalist from Fox News said, no, he hasn't. And Trump was, well, somebody get me that piece of the report or the 100-page or whatever the thing was, and he made a big stink about getting it and having someone get it for him, and Trump going through it and complaining about all kinds of things in it, but there was nothing in there about Biden wanting to defund the police, because he doesn't want to defund the police. And boy, was Trump mad. Oh, that video was so worth watching. Oh, it was lovely. And they're trying to say that Biden is against law and order. He wrote the crime bill, the original crime. He was part of the crime bill. Yeah, good luck. Good luck. To be honest, I think even Cash Peters, bless him, he was saying that every time he reads on Biden, he gets Biden being, it's like in the hanged man card, it's like he gets picked up, and then it's like he's being carried along, but he's like hitting his head against things, and it's not pretty. He's not being like carried gently. It's like, no, he's just being moved clumsily, and it's by events. And the best thing that Joe Biden can do is make the occasional supportive pep talk speech, reminding people, about how we're in this together, and, being his best presidential Mr. Rogers, and let Trump and his ilk free reign. They give them rope. They are politically hanging themselves. So that's what's going on there. There are investigations going on about that. So I think the reading to ask is, is Cuccinelli, are these people going to get in trouble for doing this, for overstepping their authority? And yesterday when I read on who was doing it, I kept getting the Brotherhood, and yeah, it's this group of bonded together, ultra right wing, this group of, yeah, you get it and I get it and we're gonna, it's awful. Okay, so Cuccinelli, the people doing this, they're going to get in trouble for overstepping their, two cards. I went to pull one card and these other ones just like popped out, like, read. Okay. Oh, Knight of Cups. Oh, they're definitely. And Six of Wands, the victory card. Knight of Cups is very active democratic action. And it's going to help lead to democratic victory, because I think they're going to bring out a lot of stuff about this, and they can make political hay of it in the media. Feds are like Hitler's brown shirts. Oh yeah. Yeah, I know there's a lot of people like, oh, don't make references to Hitler. It's not, yeah, it's kind of that bad when you've got children in cages, and you've got unmarked police in cities grabbing people. Yeah, yeah, not it's not really overblown anymore when that starts happening. Leslie, is there going to be someone behind the scenes that exposes Trump's tax returns? There's definitely, he's going to get hit hard. Secret police. Yeah. Sorry, I need some tea. Okay, so are any of these jerks going to get in trouble? Four of Swords, Two of Swords, the Tower, I'd say yes. Hermit, Four of Wands. Okay, basically these guys are extremists. And they didn't have, this is the Quiet as a Tomb card. And what that says is that, let me get this closer. What that says is that they didn't really have an avenue, a venue to an outlet. They had all these thoughts, they had these things they would say at home, they had all these things they'd say to each other, but they couldn't actually do anything. And then came the Two of Swords, which is the decision card. So what came was the decision to do something. But it actually just exposes, and I so wish there was like clothing on this guy who's falling from this tower. I don't, when it comes to, I think I'm like most women, that I really don't want men sending me random naked pictures of themselves, and I don't want it in my tarot deck either. But anyway, it's the Tower card right in the middle. This has really brought it out what they believe, who they are. The same way that Pluto is plowing through Capricorn. Anything that, it digs up all the worms. It kicks up all the slime and the mud and the grossness so that it can come to light, so that it can be purged. And this is another thing where Pluto came through, and their tower of fascism is going to be knocked down. That's right in the middle, because then the following two cards I have the Hermit, which means we see what snakes they are. It also pushes them back into the Quiet, where they don't have a place to show this kind of garbage. And then this is the card I get for it's usually vacation or retirement. So it could be these some of these guys like having to leave, which would be good. But it's also, this, if you look at this family, they're in a good place. And that's the final card, so I think we end up in a good place. So let me see if there's any more information. Okay. Oh yeah, and they've shot peaceful protesters, and you're if you even using non-lethal weapons, you're never supposed to shoot anywhere near somebody's head. You're supposed to go center of the body. And yeah, they just shot some guy in the head. He's still in the hospital. It's very ugly. King of Swords. Okay, that's investigators. That's a big investigation. Yeah, there's gonna be a big investigation. This goes with this. Good. Page of Pentacles, Ten of Swords. Yeah, this is not going to go well for Trump. Queen of Cups in the middle, Nine of Pentacles, Two of Wands. Yeah, this is going to help the Democratic cause, but I think you're going to get congressional Republicans. This is the Fortunate card, the Sitting Pretty card. It's also, I get Pentacles for Republicans. I think they're going to communicate, which is what this card is about. I think they're going to communicate where it's like they're right next to the Democrats, and a lot of them are going to be like, wow, that was awful. Those rogue agents, boy, that's terrible for them. They're not going to be like, yeah, they did the right thing. No, no. But they are going to sound really, she's standing there with a hawk on her arm. I mean, it's very, very hoity, very toity kind of thing, and it's from your surrounded by riches. Oh, yes, that was terrible. So the Republicans will there'll be some support, but it's not going to be. They're not going to want to talk about this. Not rogue, misappropriated. Yeah. Is there going to be any kind of legal blowback on this? Because that poor guy who's still in the ICU, and I will not put the mental image in your head of what they said his physical condition is. It's not great. Somebody's definitely going to get sued for that, but is there going to be legal blowback against these people, or Cuccinelli, or Trump? I don't know. It honestly, I'm feeling like Renfield. For anyone who's new here, Renfield is Bill Barr. It feels Renfield like glee over this. I mean, he's in the Department of Justice. That's separate from what Cuccinelli's doing. But it's like I'm feeling glee from Renfield. It's like, yeah, wow, you really are. Go eat your dead flies and leave us alone. Okay, legal blowback. 4 of Swords. 9 of Swords. King of Swords. Strength. 10 of Pentacles. Chariot. Definite civil cases. Huge civil cases. And there will be investigations. I think it's going to be more civil cases than anything criminal. Because you may find that there's the Department of Homeland Security has all kinds of powers that it feels illegal, yes. Santawa, I agree. But I'm not feeling a lot of legal people being held account legally that much. And it's also like, where do you start? Who do you sue? Okay, let's see here. Queen of Cups. World. Queen of Wands. Oh, Pelosi. Hello. Democrats standing between the world and vices, and sorry, that's the Queen of, that's Pelosi. This is the Queen of Wands. That points out, it's like specifically, it's her. It's, her and the people in the House, and to some extent, right now she is the head of the party. She has the most power of any Democrat right now. So, head of the party. Yeah, they're going to go into this. It doesn't feel like it's going to be 24/7 coverage, but they're definitely going to make hay out of this. And like I said earlier about Biden just pretty much needing to just keep on keeping on, just making the occasional speech. I mean, people like the Lincoln Project and other people like that are spending huge amounts of money to hurt Biden's opponent. I mean, he doesn't have to, and he doesn't have to spend that money. So I've got friends that work in the federal building for Indian Health Affairs that got grabbed on the way to work. Oh my gosh, Rhonda, I'm so sorry. Renfield is still top cop, therefore his glee. Yeah, Pristaris, I agree. Okay, so what's next? So I don't think it's going to, well, hang on, let me put here. Okay, so that was legal blowback. And that started at 36. But the, is this going, okay, so, but the question was, is it a template for what's to come with Trump trying to create a totalitarian state? I just, let me, 50, is that 56? Yes, 56. Let me have a look to see, just so I can put your mind at ease, and my mind at ease, I hope. Let's hope this is about to put our minds at ease. Greeter lives in Illinois, land of Lincoln. Okay, so is Trump using this as a template to create a totalitarian state? Trumpy, Dumpty, Rumpled Dumpty, how's it going? Wow. Wow, he really wants to go full totalitarian. Really. Not saying he'll be able to, but boy, he wants to. And he's mad at that guy Wallace for questioning him. Oh. Making him look bad. Because that's the word. You cannot embarrass the Fuhrer. He can't hack it. Queen of Wands. Oh, she is very much like, the more he does stuff like this, the more Pelosi's going to be in front of cameras, day in and day out, calling him out, showing that the other side has a different view of, I don't know, democracy. Nine of Swords, the Empress. America is worried. True. This Empress card is just beautiful. I don't know how well you can see it, but it's just a beautiful card. But anyway. Five of Wands, so rancor in the middle. We are divided. There's the Fool. Eight of Wands. It kind of frustrates me in this deck a little bit that this is the one deck that has the eight wands going up and not down, like down at a target. It's like they're going up into space, or going up like a rocket, or going up like a firework about to go off. Because that's not what this generally means, so I get a little confused on the energy. But America's worried, right? We are definitely a nation divided, and we've got this idiot. He's petty. P-E-T-T-Y. He's petty. So is the Fool going to use this as a template, and is this stuff coming at him, or is that him sending it out at other cities? And I don't want to hear a word. I don't want to hear a single solitary word from another Republican about the importance of states' rights. If you back this, I don't want to hear it anymore. States' rights, states' rights, states' rights. Right, so you're sending federal, federal, it's not Gestapo. What's a good word for it? Anyway, Page of Swords. He's Patty. P-E-T-T-Y. He's Patty. That's Trump as the bully that he was at the military school, and the bully he was that got him sent to the military school. He was sent there because he was so awful to people. Death card. Knight of Cups. Knight of Swords. No, not going to stand. It's not going to stand. As much as he tries to pull the big, scary Men in Black kind of stormtroopers, type thing, this is Republicans stepping up actively. This is investigations going on actively. He's not going to. He wants to. I'm gonna go out on a limb, and I'm gonna say, I don't usually say anything definitive, but the energy is so clear that right now, he wants to go full authoritarian. Full authoritarian right now. The energy is it is unequivocal. States' rights also stop Rumple Dumpty from taking over the country. True, Melissa. That is true. But anyway. Okay, let me see. What else? If he only had a brain. Okay, Trump wants a payroll tax cut so it would gut Social Security. Will he manage to do that? All right, I'm going to try to get through these last three questions here. Well, certainly the last two. Let me definitely get the last two. Okay, so we're at 60. Okay, we're at 62. Okay, so probably 63. Oh, no, my mistake. We're definitely going to be at 63 because it's going to take me a second to fix that. 3. Don't know what that's going to be. Okay, so is Trump, did basically, because he wouldn't think of it on his own, is Trump trying to cut payroll tax cut and gut Social Security? First of all, is that his goal? Make himself look good, of course, but is that his goal? To gut Social Security, his way of gutting Social Security. Oh, I'm feeling more glee on this topic from coming over there from McConnell and like Rand Paul and ugh. Do they want, oh my gosh, McConnell's so full of himself. My gosh. Little small people who get power. And he is one of the smallest. All right. So first of all, is Trump trying, does he want the payroll tax cut because to gut Social Security? I think it's just 3 cards. Or not. Okay, 5 it is. 8 of Swords. He wants, the Republicans want the American people to willfully go down on their knees, to hamper themselves from getting help from the state or the federal government. They want people to go down on their knees willingly when they are in desperate situations. And Social Security is, it is money that we paid in. So, but they want it to happen willingly. 8 of Pentacles, Lovers. Of course, the right wing, they love that. 9 of Swords, people are really scared. Justice. 3 of Cups. Yeah, I don't think that's going to work. Does he want to, someone brought the idea to him. he wouldn't think of payroll tax cut on his own. Come on. People are worried, but I'm getting a Justice card and a Three of Cups. That Justice card, there's something legal that would perhaps stop it? Or there's something he's been trying to do that legally so he couldn't? Is he going to actually, okay, that was not his idea, of course. So, it feels very much like he doesn't understand enough. But will he, Kudlow loves the payroll tax cuts. Oh, man. But, will they succeed? Will there be a payroll tax cut? Will there be? Illinois is a corn and soybean state. Yeah, I always joke about that. The Midwest, a home of corn and soy. It's a joke. I know I know the band is from LA, but corn and soy, just sorry. There's not much to do when you're driving through the miles and miles of fields, so you come up with bad jokes like that. Is there going to be a payroll tax cut? This feels like it's 4 cards. 8 of Cups. Mixed, kind of a mixed bag. A little bit of a mixed bag with what's actually going to happen with the what's actually passed. It'll be mostly good, but some disappointment. 7 of Cups, Judgment, Star. Well, he's definitely, it's just his lies, but it's not good judgment. This star feels hopeful. But it's not going to be as good as it could be. But it'll be, what's going to pass is there is going to be something good in there, so that's good. So, let me see. 68. All right, I'm just going to have to do the last question today, but I'll be back tomorrow. I will be back tomorrow. 68. All right, basically, is Trump's accounting firm, Mazars, are they going to get into trouble is the question. Gosh, I hope so. Get into trouble over Trump. Oh, thank you, Ruthie. Thank you. All right. Is Mazars going to get into trouble? For Trump stuff. Oh, they're definitely losing, there's some people over there losing sleep, that's for certain. There are people popping Tums and have headaches and aren't sleeping well. And then others who are like, well, you know, we'll find a way, we have good lawyers. They've gotten away with things before, but others are like, oh, yeah, that's not going to be that great. 10 of Pentacles. That's where the money is, and those are the rats. And they're the rats who allowed Trump to do some of the things he did. And they've been found out. Death card. Decision card. Death, 2 of Swords. 3 of Cups. Oh, that's happy. That's happy Democrats. 6 of Wands. That's victory card. 9 of Cups. Oh, wow. That feels exactly like Trump losing the post office, former post office hotel in DC. They've been found out already. They made bad decisions, and it's going to come out. So, let me see. How does Mazars, let me ask it the other way. How does Mazars come out of this? What kind of shape are they in? Oh, I have my downvote of the day. Oh, grief. Hierophant institutions, okay. Oh, there are all kind of regulations when it comes to banking and accounting and what have you. Ooh, and the evidence is in black and white. Oh my gosh, thank you, Moonchild. Oh, you're amazing. Thank you. Obviously you're amazing, but thank you. My gosh. Tower. 7 of Wands on the defensive. 10 of Cups. Oh, there are going to be some bad apples who are going to be... Bye. They're going to get rid of a lot of bad people. I think it feels like there is some good there. There are either some good people there who will... there are good people there who will be able to keep the like, it will be a new chapter for the company, or the company is like dissolved. But there are some people there who, and because of this, accounting regulations are changed, or their reputation gets better. But yeah, they're in trouble. They messed up. They did some funny stuff. Will the taxes get turned over before the election? Oh yeah, that's right. I was going to ask about the, because the Supreme Court, no, I did ask, would it make a difference? Yeah, I did ask that question, will it make a difference? What I got was yes. Asantoa, thank you. Oh my gosh. Thank you. All right, I think that's going to be it for me for today, but I will be back tomorrow. All right, and I'll do my regular tarot readings, and then afterwards I will tack on time to answer your general knowledge astrology kind of questions. And you are all amazing. I love Jalu. Yep, you are. That is my sentiment exactly. You are all amazing. Thank you. And thank you for being here. Thank you for asking your questions and watching and sharing and being so kind to each other. And thank you so much to our moderators. My gosh, you guys are awesome. And thank you. All right. So we are going to get through this. There are good days ahead. There really are. And just hang in there, okay? So I'll be back tomorrow. And we'll get through this. Have a good day. Try to have a good day, and take care.